I want to make this conversation or delivery as clear as I can be. Now, whether you want to call it a revolution, whether you want to call it an uprising, whether you want to call it protest, whatever has been happening, which I will say culminated on Tuesday to that lofty, humongous wave. Of course, Thursday was a little bit thawed. It was a little bit toned down. Whatever is happening is from God. I swear, it's from God. And I will tell you why it's from God. In 2022 or 2021, campaign cycle that was leading to the 2022 elections, the church was duped and I'd even dare say bribed to support Ruto. Then we ended up being manipulated, because religion is opium of the masses, into voting for this godly grass to grace kind of personality as our president. Kidogo kidogo, the wheelbarrow and hustler politics ikapotea. Now what we see is just insulting kind of opulence in a country where we are jobless, we are hungry, we are disenfranchised, we are disregarded, we are not listened to, and hence our rage, hence our collective angst and ire and anger. Now, every Sunday, unaona umebeba milioni 2 wamepeleka kanisa, wanaiba throughout the week, ikifika Sunday wanaenda kufanya rambe. Ndio tena watumie kanisa when it comes to 2027 venye walitumia 2022. Wakristo tukaanza kuuliza Mungu, the God that we know, the God of Abraham, is not a corrupt God. So umekubali hao watu wanyanyase wananchi, watu wako, alafu Sunday they come and bribe you in the name of tithing, in the name of fundraising, in the name of building church. Mungu akaona yenyewe we are making sense. Our cries got to God. What happened has never happened in the entire history of Kenya. Ata Africa. Man. Yani, Gen Z revolution haina leader. It's tribeless. It's partyless. Tulienda, tukachoma mpaka parliament. Yani, did you see what happened on Tuesday? And it was communal and collective anger. From Nairobi, because wanasemanga ni Wajaluo ndo watu ya fujo, Raila ndiye anaitanga maandamano. From I don't know, mpaka Turkana. Unbelievable, inconceivable. They did not believe it. Niambie kama hii hajotoka kwa Mungu. Because they've been insulting God as well. Wanaiba, wanatunyanyasa. Wanaleta wabeberu watukalie tena. And then Sunday wako kupeleka mamilioni in church. If they do not see that this is the wrath of God. Yani mpaka the obstinate, the ostentatious, the almighty Ruto, Zakayo akashuka. Unajua amezoea kuthreaten watu, anathreateningi hao my MPs. Sisi si Rachel mwenye ana dislocate joy yake. We are a different kind of breed. Yeah? Sorry, I'm having a flu because on Tuesday nilikuwa maandamano. So nika inhale a lot of tear gas. I'm still battling that, but it's not that bad. The second thing I wanted to tell Kenyans. Unaona ile siku Gachagua aliongea akasema Nurdin Haji amelete down government. Unajua tukaanza kuongea ujinga, but he was making sense. Ruto anasikiza wa Somali sana. And if you noticed, the Somalis that are close to him or are within the precincts of power are telling him what he wants to hear. Na unajua he's an egotistical man. Anapenda kukua, massaged. His ego. So ukiangalia Duale, defense yes kuizi amekuwa blogger. Ruto akienda wapi, Duale is blogging. Ruto akifanya nini, Duale. Things that are not even relevant to the defense ministry. Yeah? Yendi amekuwa Itumbi. Yendi amekuwa blogger wa UDA. Wa Ruto yawa. That's a whole defense minister. Defense CS. That is, I'm telling you, na unajua Ruto na Duale wako hivi. Somalis in this government, alafu wakishafunika Ruto na mafuta tamu tamu, selling snake oil, wanatumia Pesa ya pirates from Somali. Isili wanajenga na pesa ya criminal money ya piracy. Wanajenga nayo malls mpaka underground. I'm telling you. Wanaloa Somali si ndio wamejenga hapa Kilemani, Kileleshwa, pesa ya piracy. Wakihonga nayo Sakaja na wanahonga nayo serikali. Angalia huyu conman leo anaitwa Ahmed Nasir. Blogger. Ati ni CS. Anaitwa what? SC, Senior Counsel. And then Nurdin Haji. Do you know, mnatukananga Gachagua ati alikuwa DO. Do you know during Moi's era, why DOs, DCs and PCs were powerful? Wao ndio walikuwa NIS. Because back then, our National Intelligence Service was not as sophisticated as it is now, was not as advanced as it is now, even in terms of training and hiring of personnel. Wamekuja kuhaya watu wa university juzi. Ndio wamekuja kuhaya when there are some changes that were made. Squeezing ndio wanachukua watu wameenda university. Kitambo they are just speaking riffraffs. That is how our NIS was. Moi alikuwa anatoa intelligence from the DOs watu. That's why they were powerful. So when Gachagua tells you Nurdin did not gather intelligence, he knows what he was saying. How ndio walikuwa wana gather intelligence for Moi. You know? And Nurdin is part of the Somalis, Mawalalo, Maoria, wenye wako karibu na serikali wenye wanadanganya Ruto, so that they can allow their criminal activities and finance Al-Shabaab back in Somalia. Wanachukua pesa ya piracy, wanalonda huku through buildings, zingine wanapeleka kufund nayo Al-Shabaab. We know it, bwana. Our country is gone. Hatuna nchi hapa. That is why if we relent. And now, there's this old idiot, huyu mama, this cougar, this MILF, anakab motherfucker, anaitwa sijui Megan Whiteman Kia, huyu ambassador of US to Kenya. Unajua that is our president, and she's a billionaire. That is our president. Alafu unajua hapo kwa embassy ya US huwezi kosa CIA walikaa wakaangalia. You know when Ruto got into power, tukaanza kumbrand president of Africa, akienda huko maizo, you know, foras and whatever, and face the Western world, the imperialist, you know, square and fair. Sasa mjiulize, ule Ruto mwenye alikuwa anasomea foreign powers alienda wapi? CIA ilimsoma ikaambia America, you see this mtu anawapiga hivi, anapenda pesa, anapenda opulence, na ako egotistical. Ndio unaona amebebwa ati the one, sijui in 16 years there is no president in Africa who has gone to Congress or sijui Washington. Amebebwa, amechata, ametumia pesa yetu 200 million, amechata, amebeba comedians. Ndio ujue hatuna nchi. Instead of Ruto carrying thinkers to US, amebeba comedians ndio amepeleka US. Unajua America is telling their citizens that this was just a collaboration of comedy. It was just a collaboration of comedy. President just happened to have escorted them. Omera. Amebeba comedy wajinga kama Butita. Me, I don't even, that's not even my kind of comedy. Comedy yangu ni kama ile akina David Chappelle manze. Bilba. Mi hizo ndio mi usikia. Hizi zenzi za Butita ati mnamcelebrate hapa comedian. What kind of comedy is that? Stereotyping bullshit. Ndio mnaita comedy. Ati yao Gasia, huyu shosh, anaitwa sijui huu ndio amebeba amepeleka America. Can you see the kind of bullshit? Because waliwaona wakamsoma wakasema huyu asiwasumbue ati ameanza kukua president of Africa, ati can unite Africa, ati the dollar is no. Huyu mpatieni tu pesa, mchukue, ndio unaona anafanyiwa hizo mashakara. Ati a president of a sovereign country ameenda amekalishwa kwa kiti ya Biden like this, anazungushwa anacheka for camera. Those are things that Obama only used to do for kids. Look how we've deteriorated as a country. We don't have sovereignty. Article 1 has been raped. Imefia kwa nyuma dry fry. We don't have a country here. So now, you know, P America, once they've used you, misused you, abused you, they dump you, they discard you like the piece of shit you are. So after a revolution, tumeanza kuongea maneno ya Matiang'i. Matiang'i. Do you know where Matiang'i is right now? Matiang'i is in America. Anaishi America. Zile kofia alituma. Matiang'i aliflee, venye alishikwa alikuwa arrest, alijua Ruto atamuua hapa, akakimbia akaenda America. That's where he lives. And then unajua America wakishajua uko unpopular, they dump you. That is what they do. They've used a lot of leaders. Once you lose popularity, they impose themselves on you. Once you lose popularity, they discard you. Sasa saa hizi tutajuaje sisi yeye imeanza kututumia Matiang'i because they know Ruto is unpopular. We hata rudi 2027. Maybe ni CIA because Matiang'i is in America. They want now to use Matiang'i ndio wakuja wamlete wamweke president. Which if it's the case, I'm only speculating. But if I'm making sense, let me know. If it's the case, utaona the next time ni Matiang'i wanaweka president who might end up being even more worse than Ruto is. Because we now is a one-term president. Aye, manze, we are back to fighting for independence. Huyu Megan Whitman akona ranches, amenunua ranches hapa na amekuwa ambassador diplomat hapa juzi tu. Amenunua ranch. Huyu ndio president wa Kenya. Let me tell you, we must not relent. Ni Mungu ametupatia nguvu ya come out. We must not relent. We are back to fighting for independence. And we must sustain this. Mi naomba Trump akuwe president. Because Trump foreign policy yake si hana time na these despots. Hana time ya kulambana na African presidents. So between July and November, and where we are praying that Trump's between Upper, Saizi, na those months that are remaining, we must sustain this fight. Tusirelent na tutaki leader, because watatumia huyo leader to tell us how, when and where and why to fight. No, hatutaki leader kabisa. Thank you for listening.